And who are we?
We are the Wrestlingus Show. I'm Cav Manning, and that's Faustin Walnuts.
That's what they call me.
They do call him that, among other things, but this is a PG show.
I guess we should say hello, Freebirds, since they get to actually hear a Dynamite review.
Oh, good, Faust. I didn't even realize that. I was like, oh, fuck, I got to edit this show again. Yes, so if you want to go to patreon.com/Lingus Mafia, you will get all these bonus shows. You get full, complete shows on time, all the time. And we had the pay-per-view over there. That's over there. And so that's why the Freebirds are getting a full, complete show, because Faust, it's only Dynamite, which I'm very happy about, because I completely forgot that that's what this show was today. I'm going.
I would say,
I go, fuck, my game's on. This show takes 4 hours to do usually.
I would say Dynamite always the more fun show to review, because there's Rampage and we get the jobber matches and there's nonsense. And then Collision's okay
anymore now.
But then it
just
always seems that there's something funny or interesting or something that we got to make fun of. And, it happens on Dynamite, and there'll be stuff to talk about today.
Faust texted me and goes, the mess that this show is, that's why we love AEW. This is and I'm like,
entertained.
It didn't take long, Faust. And the funniest thing about it was, you go, I had to go online to find this thing. Great. And I'm like, I was like, what did you say this to me and throw the phone and leave the room? Apparently that's what happened.
Yeah, because then I was like, dinner time, I'll watch this later. And literally the next segment I watched when I went to start watching again was that segment.
That I'm like, wow. So Faust, in real life, if somebody was watching the show and heard such horrible audio quality and wasn't vested in, I need to watch AEW, they would have lost a fucking viewer, because you said, all right, fuck this, I'll do some other shit and I'll come back. And you fucking left. And meanwhile, they're like, hold on a second. So we'll get to this fucking disaster that was.
Now, and you were saying how your DVR cut out. Maybe that's why it went long, because they had to replay it.
You're 100% right.
This segment was so important and such comedic genius that they had to get it out there.
It was 7 minutes. So how long is that fucking segment?
It was at least a couple of minutes.
It could have been 7 though.
No, not that long.
That's a long time.
I mean, they did cut out like Butcher and the Blades entrance. We're gonna make up some time.
Butcher and the Blade. They're like, thanks for let me have a job. Yeah. Well, I went to our website, watchwrestling.gg or whatever the fuck this is now. They changed it, Faust. It's not AI anymore.
Oh, really?
It automatically goes to GG now. What the fuck? So you can watch all wrestling shit on there after it's done and everything. So I watched last night, and I was like, how much later was it? It was fucking 7 minutes past when my DVR cut off. And I'm like, fuck, I really got to stop being lazy, and I need to change the DVR. It's happened.
It's like 3 buttons you got to press, right?
But I got to go to do
Series options.
I have to go in. Exactly. It's not there. I don't want to, Faust. You can't fucking make me. How do you like that? Fuck you and fuck AEW. 4 years, Faust.
And how do they celebrate, and where do they celebrate? Glorious Stockton, California.
Ladies and gentlemen, I live near this so-called Stockton.
I've never heard Stockton, California talked about so much in my life, except this show is like constantly out here in Stockton. And people who aren't familiar with Stockton,
it's a cow town.
Yeah, it's like the armpit of California. I don't know.
I wouldn't say armpit. I mean, there's plenty of armpits here in California.
Yeah, it's true.
It's middle of nowhere farm.
Yeah.
It's if Sacramento is, because Sacramento is, they call a cow town. Yeah. And that's the fucking capital.
Thank you, Chris Webber.
Thank you, Fox.
So he didn't want to play there.
Speaking of, we need to talk about these Warriors.
All right.
We'll do this later on. No, we'll do this later.
Do it on the after for the.
We'll do it on the after for the, yes, because I just found all this out after you texted pictures. I didn't know what the fuck I was looking at.
All right.
Go explain this to me at least, for God's sake. So 4 years, yes, it's in lovely Sacramento. They were lucky to be in Sacramento at the fucking like the dome fucking place or whatever the fuck that is. But yes, we're in Stockton, which I then see pictures. I would be worried if I'm them to go to a place of Stockton, because I would say, for one, do they have many people in this city? And out of those 4 people that live there,
Right.
is there AEW fans? Do they know what wrestling is there?
Mhm.
And I saw the pictures where you said, "Hey, you could have got a good seat tonight." Holy shit, was that fun? And what arena is this? This is a garbage place because there's
Yeah.
nothing here.
Yeah,
for
they have
fans.
an arena. I mean, WWE runs house shows there,
It's
but
the B
I
fucking
was like,
place.
and it's just funny because AEW's in California. I'm like, well, WWE was just here too.
Yeah.
We did ran San Jose,
Bakersfield.
Sacramento. Yeah,
Those are the B towns too.
I would
Those
have
are shitty areas.
right. You would think they'd go to Fresno. Fresno's
Fresno
a
needs
little
something.
bigger, but then Fresno ran a WWE house show. So I wonder if they were
How
like
far is Fresno from you? Same as me,
Fresno?
I bet you. 3
Yeah,
hours?
it's a couple hours. Yeah, like
Yeah,
3
yeah.
hours.
Yeah, it's the opposite of going to Sacramento.
But
Just down.
Fresno's bigger than Stockton. But I wonder if AEW wasn't allowed to go in these towns where WWE just was, or they're afraid of going there because WWE was just saying, like, fuck, who wants to go see?
They paid their money for they chose which one. And
Yeah.
they went to the other one, yes.
According to
there's not going to be there's going to be a very few that are fine with going to both or would like to go to both and have to choose. You will usually have the fuck AEW, I'm only going to WWE anyway, or vice versa. You won't have a guy who likes them both, would like to go to both, but can only afford one. That's a rare gem you're going to find. There's going to be a handful of those people. So I don't think it's one of those where, somebody got to choose which money they're going to fucking pay.
Yeah, maybe time it out, not be there the same month. According to WrestleTix on X, there was 3,800 tickets distributed, up 1,000 since Sunday when Edge was announced. So that's like 25% jump. So if they had only put out 28 and then jumped to 38, that's like that's a lot. I mean, it's only 1,000, but
here's my problem. What's the opening line to that fucking article? Go ahead with the tickets
distributed.
Thank you. The end. Don't tell me they're not sold.
That's how many tickets went out.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is at 7-Eleven. Please come to a fucking show.
Right. Could be.
It could.
I mean, that's tickets sold plus whatever was given out, maybe for promotional shit and whatnot. Yeah.
They will say sold because they'll be proud to say we sold. Jericho and Kenny and Renee interview in the back. Jericho says, it's great. 4 years. Now we're going to come together. We're going to take out this Don family tonight. Edge shows up and goes, look at it. We should be having Molson's and there should be maple syrup all over the place. All the Canadians here. And I'm like, oh yeah, every single one of these motherfuckers, even Renee, they're all Canadians. I won't hold it against them. Edge is, they're both, everyone's in fucking Florida at this fucking point though anyway.
Right.
Fucking Jericho's Tampa. And I think, isn't fucking Edge?
No, he's in like North Carolina now.
Okay.
Yeah, he lives like near FTR. Like that's wherever they're from.
Edge says he looks forward to being here on the 8th anniversary, the 12th. I go, bitch. Fuck. Yeah, his contract's forever. He's fucking
right.
Fuck. Then he yells. I'm having problems already, Faust. I'm having big fucking problems with this Edge shit.
Mm-hmm.
And it harkens me back to WCW versus WWE, where I had that fandom of how dare you fucking leave. However, I'm not in that category of how dare you leave.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in the fucking category of don't you fucking shit on my porch and tell me it's chocolate.
Right.
I'm in this because now he goes, all right, fucking 4 years. Let's fucking go. Woo. Fucking motherfucker.
And then he talks about him and Omega shake hands, and Omega's like, you had me on the edge of
that was pretty good.
And so then Edge says, yeah, I hate Don too. I hope you guys take him out. And I'm like, okay, let's remember that. Edge doesn't like Don Callis. My thing, what was odd was like, you start the show, Pyro and Ballyhoo, right? And the announcers, hey, this is what we got coming up on the show. Let's go backstage to Renee. And I'm like, not a match, not an in-ring segment. It's just, let's go to the back. Like, it's like if you're in the crowd, you're fired up. Hey, the show's about to start. All right, now I got to watch the beginning on the Jumbotron.
Let's get right to the backstage. Yeah, it is a little bit. Bald Buck versus Phoenix, Faust.
Hey,
Me and
who's got
Billy just went over talking about Bald Buck recently. He goes, "You got this fucking guy who needs to cut his fucking."
a bigger bald spot, old Nicky Buck or Cena?
You know what? It's worse when you have long hair.
Yeah, it's more noticeable.
It really and what's shocking because usually those people will pull back and put a ponytail, and you go,
Thank you,
"Cover
Luke
that
Harper.
fucking thing." True life. He knew how to do it. Thank
Yeah.
you.